The name Budweiser is one of the most recognizable beer brands in the world. When people hear it, they typically think of the American beer giant Anheuser-Busch. However, there's another beer company based in the Czech Republic that also uses the name Budweiser for its beer. This has led to a complex, long-running legal battle over the trademark. The dispute between Anheuser-Busch and Budweiser Budvar has been ongoing for over a century and continues to shape the global beer industry. The origins of the dispute. To understand this trademark dispute, we need to go back to the history of both breweries. The Budweiser Budvar Brewery, based in South Bohemia in the Czech Republic, was founded in 1895. The city of Český where the brewery is located, is known as Budweis in German. The name Budweiser essentially means beer from Budweis. The Czech brewery has been brewing beer for centuries, with records of brewing dating back to the 13th century. The Bohemian brewing tradition and the city's geographical location have given rise to a rich heritage, with Budweiser Budvar being a symbol of the region's brewing expertise. This long history of brewing predates the American use of the name and has been a key part of the Czech brewery's defense in the trademark battle. Anheuser-Busch, the American brewery, was founded in 1852 in St. Louis, Missouri. However, it wasn't until 1876 that the company introduced the Budweiser brand to the United States, naming it after the Bohemian city of Budweis. The American brewery registered the Budweiser trademark in the U.S. Patent Office in 1878, sparking the beginning of the legal battle over the name. Anheuser-Busch's success in refrigeration and distribution helped them rapidly expand, making Budweiser a household name in the U.S. and eventually globally. This expansion led to the first significant legal dispute between the two companies, a century-long legal battle. The trademark dispute began soon after Anheuser-Busch registered the name Budweiser. In 1896, Budweiser Budvar, the Czech brewery, argued that Anheuser-Busch should not have been granted the trademark because the name Budweiser had long been associated with beer brewed in Budweis, now Český Budějovice. They argued that their beer, brewed in the region for centuries, should have exclusive rights to the name. The American brewery, Anheuser-Busch, insisted that they had the right to the name due to their registration of the trademark in the United States and their adoption of European brewing methods. Anheuser-Busch had taken particular interest in the Pilsner-style beer brewed in Budweis and used that inspiration when creating their own version of Budweiser. In 1939, both breweries reached an agreement. Anheuser-Busch was recognized as the first to trademark the Budweiser name, and Budvar conceded the territories north of Panama to Anheuser-Busch. However, this agreement did not end the conflict. As Anheuser-Busch expanded globally, the dispute over the Budweiser name grew even more complicated. International trademark disputes. As Anheuser-Busch began expanding internationally in the 1980s and 1990s, Budvar focused on exporting its beer to other countries. In 1989, discussions began between the two breweries to divide global trademark rights, but Budvar ultimately decided not to sign the proposed trademark agreement in 1994. This led to further legal battles. In 1996, Anheuser-Busch registered the Budweiser name with the European Commission, but Budvar challenged this registration, arguing that it violated their rights to the name. In 2004, the European Commission granted Budweiser Budvar the right to use the name Budějovické pivo and České Budějovické pivo, which are protected geographical indications recognizing the Czech origin of their beer. Legal rulings and global impact. In 2009, the European Court of First Instance ruled against Anheuser-Busch InBev, which had merged with the Belgian company InBev, and rejected their appeal to register the Budweiser brand as a European Union-wide trademark. This meant that Anheuser-Busch retained the right to use the Budweiser name in 23 of the 27 European Union countries, but the court granted exclusive control of the Budweiser name in Germany to Budvar. This was a significant victory for the Czech brewery, as Germany is a major European market, and it solidified Budvar's position as the rightful holder of the Budweiser name in that country. Budvar continued to win key legal battles in the years that followed. By 2010 to 2011, the brewery had won 88 of 124 disputes, securing exclusive rights to the Budweiser name in 68 countries, primarily in Europe. This resulted in Anheuser-Busch InBev being unable to sell its Budweiser beer in important markets such as Germany, further complicating the global branding strategies for the American brewery. However, the fight was far from over. In 2012, Budvar rejected an offer from Anheuser-Busch InBev for a global settlement of the dispute. The Czech brewery continued to defend its right to use the Budweiser name in various countries, and in 2013, the UK Supreme Court ruled that both breweries could use the Budweiser name simultaneously in the United Kingdom. Despite the legal victories for Budvar, the dispute remained unresolved. In 2014, Budvar lost a case in Portugal, where the court ruled that the brewery could not register its beer under the Budweiser name in that country after Anheuser-Busch acquired the Budweiser trademarks from the Budweiser brewery Samson in Europe. In 2016, a Portuguese court upheld the ruling, preventing Budvar from selling beer under the Budweiser name in Portugal. This was a significant setback for the Czech brewery, but it did not mark the end of the dispute. What this means for beer drinkers. So, what does this legal battle mean for beer drinkers around the world? The most noticeable impact is on the name of the beer. In countries like the United States and Canada, Budvar is sold under the name Czechvar due to the trademark restrictions in place as part of the 1939 agreement. This ensures that the American brewery, Anheuser-Busch, retains the rights to the Budweiser name in North America. However, in countries like Great Britain, both breweries are allowed to use the name Budweiser. In fact, a British court recently ruled in favor of Budweiser Budvar, allowing the Czech brewery to continue selling its beer under the Budweiser name in the UK. This ruling is significant because it creates a precedent that could affect future trademark disputes between the two breweries. For consumers in Great Britain, this means that they can enjoy the Czech version of Budweiser, also known as Budvar, alongside the American Budweiser. This is one of the few regions in the world where both brands can use the name simultaneously, highlighting the complexity of trademark laws and the importance of geographical considerations in branding. The future of the dispute. Despite the ongoing legal battles, it's difficult to say who will ultimately win the Budweiser trademark dispute. Both Anheuser-Busch and Budvar have been successful in certain markets, but there are still many territories where the conflict remains unresolved. The fight is not just about the name Budweiser, but also about the identity and reputation of the two beer brands. Budvar's success in recent years, particularly in Europe, suggests that the Czech brewery is gaining ground in the battle. The brewery has over 380 registered trademarks in more than 100 countries and has won key legal battles in countries like Japan, South Korea, and Denmark. On the other hand, Anheuser-Busch's global reach and dominance in the beer industry cannot be underestimated. As both breweries continue to compete in courts and markets around the world, it is clear that the legal battle over the Budweiser name is far from over. Beer drinkers can only wait and see how this century-long dispute will ultimately be resolved. Whether you prefer the American or the Czech version of Budweiser, one thing is certain: this legal battle has become a defining feature of both brands' histories. The Budweiser trademark dispute is one of the most notable legal battles in the world of business and branding. What started as a disagreement over the use of a name has evolved into a global fight that has lasted more than a century. The case highlights the complexities of trademark laws, geographical indications, and brand identity in the global marketplace. As the legal battle continues, consumers in different parts of the world will experience the results in different ways. Whether it's Budweiser in the UK or Czechvar in North America, the dispute over the name Budweiser is a testament to the power of trademarks and the long-lasting impact of legal decisions on global businesses. In the end, it seems that the dispute over the Budweiser name will continue to brew for many years to come. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest videos. See you in the next one.